Then we continue recording our values, inputting our values. Then we have 4, and under 4 from our questionnaire, it is 16 to 20, 16 to 20 years, and then we add. Then finally we have 5. We are going to say above 20 years. Above 20 years, then we add, then we click OK. Then we have another variable we are dealing with. In this case, it is the school location. So we are looking at the location where the school is located. So we have the location where the school is located. Then we reduce our decimal points to 0. Then the school, we type in the school location. Then we said this school location, we have values 1. We have our urban. Then we add 2, rural. We add, then 3, we have very urban. Very urban. Very urban. Very urban. Then we add. Then we say, okay. Then we say that this one, we are measuring it. We said that this one, we are measuring it at a nominal. Then we did say that experience, because we are categorizing, we are measuring it at ordinal. Are these other variables which were being measured at the Likert scale? And we also have them in our study. So the first part of this variable, we said we are dealing with the professional development sessions. So the variable we are going to have here is the relevance. Actually, we are looking at the relevance of this program. So the first question is asking for the relevance of the program, the relevance of this program. So what we are going to have here, we are going to write the professional development relevance, and we are going to, instead of writing the professional development, let us abbreviate as PD relevance. So let us have write as PD relevance. How relevant is that program? Then we are going to coordinate it as in this position where we have the label. Let us just have that question we are asking. Let us just have the question we are asking, because we are asking the question. The question we are asking is, the professional development sessions offered are relevant. So let us just have them. Let us type that part in there. Let us just type that part in there. I've already put that part in there. Then, after typing that part, then we are going to have 1, because from the program, we've been told that 1, from the program, we are told that 1 stands for strongly disagree. Disagree, you add. Then 2 stands for disagree. We add. Then 3 goes in for neutral. Then 4 goes in for agree. Then 5 goes in for strongly agree. That is it. Then we add, and we said that because we are having equal intervals for this, let us make it at an interval scale. So we are going to have a scale there. It's ordinal, but because we have put in, we have put in the scale, equal scales, we are going to use it at an interval scale. Then the second part of that question was asking for the school support. So we are going to write in the program school underscore support, because if you wrote it as a separate word, the program will not access, so we put the underscore in order for the program to accept. Then the same thing, we are going to write the question. The question was, the school offers the school effective support teachers in implementing the new teaching strategies learned during the professional development session. So in this case, we are just going to type in, that part of the question. Then here, I'm not going to do it again, but I'm going to copy this part up here. Strong disagree, strong agree. Then I'll paste it because it's the same thing. I'll paste it there. Then I'm going to measure it on that part of the scale. And I'll reduce my decimal points to 0. Then again, I'll go to the third part of that question, which was asking teachers who they feel adequately prepared to apply the skills they get. This is the variable being measured here, is the preparedness of the teachers. The preparedness of the teachers. So what you're going to have in this position, we are going to type preparedness. We type their preparedness. Then we go to bring the question, type in the question. Type in the question, the teachers feel adequately prepared. We type in the question in that position. We type in the question, then this one I'll copy. Then I put there. Then I'll measure it at the interval scale. Then here, the last question, let me see whether the last question, then the second last, which is measuring the professional growth. So we are going to have measuring the professional growth. We are going to bring it over, and then we are going to type professional growth. You write you type professional, then underscore growth, because there are 2 words. There are 2 words. Professional underscore growth. There we are. Decimal points to 0. Then let us type in the question. Teachers believe that the professional development opportunities provided by the school contribute to their professional growth and career development. We type in there that part of the question. Let us type there that part of the question. Then instead of typing this part here, I just copy it and paste it, because asking the Likert part of the question. Then let us measure it at interval scale. Then finally, there is that part that was asking the skill enhancement. So here, the professional session teachers attend, they are enhancing their skill enhancement. So here, we are having also the same thing. We are going to type it. We are typing skill enhancement. And because there are 2 words, we use the underscore. Because there are 2 words there, we use underscore. so that we can be able to accommodate them in this cell. Like that. Then we bring the question in. We bring the question in. In my opinion, the professional development opportunity provided to teachers at a school effectively enhance their teaching skill. Then we type that part there in the label part. Then, because Alicard, we just copy the one we are having up here and we bring down here, and then we measure it that. So we have prepared the program to receive our data. Then you click on the data view. There, now the program is ready to receive our data. Click on the data view. Then where we have the gender, I have assembled where about 40 questionnaires were sent out and were received. All of them filled properly. Then I want to now start entering the data. The first person or the first 5 person, I'm going to show you the first 5 people. I had made a table. I made a table for the first 5 respondents. I just want to bring them over to see what they'd written in their questionnaires. Goes proper that way so that we see and we are able to move together. Just bring the data from the first 5 respondents so that we'll be able to see what they had written in their so that we can be able to fill in our program. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'll be able to bring this part for us to see. During this part, you see here, I have the first respondent, and the first respondent has on that part, she's a female. Then the age is between 25 to 25. The age is between the age is between. Let me pick the highlighter here so that I'll be able to move together. So this is the first respondent. So it's not doing the work I want. Let me pick a proper highlighter. So we have the first respondent here, and the gender, she's a female. Then we have the age 25 to 35. Then teaching experience, she picked 6 to 10. Then school location is urban. Then the professional development relevance, she picked 4. Then school support, she picked 3. Then preparedness, she picked 5. Then professional growth, she picked 4. Then skill enhancement, she picked 5. So what we are going to do, we are going to enter this information in our SPSS. We are going to enter this information in our SPSS from this respondent. From this respondent, she did say that she's a female, and from our coded data, we said female is labeled as 2. So we put 2 there. So the age under 25 is 1, 25 to 35 is 2. So we put label 2 there. Then teaching experience. Teaching experience here, she picked 6 to 10, and from our work, we did say that the person who picks 5 to 10, we can go back and see 5 to 10 under the teaching experience. We see the one who is picking from 6 to 10, 6 to 10 years. That one is labeled as 2. So we go there and label it as 2. The location for our respondent here is urban, and urban we say is labeled as 1. Then we have professional development relevance. She picked here, this respondent picked 4. So we type for label 4. Then school support, she picked 3. So we put in 3. Preparedness, she picked 5. So we put 5. And professional growth, she picked 4. Then we type 4. Then finally skill enhancement, she picked 5. So we put 5. Good. So that is respondent number 1. Respondent number 1. So we move to respondent number 2, number 3, number 4, and then we'll be able to do the same. We'll be able to do the same. We'll be able to do the same. So I'll ask that I pause my video a little bit so that I can be able to enter this information faster enough so that we can be able to go to the part of analysis. Thank you. Welcome back. I've already pre-filled my data now, and you can see for all the 30 respondents, they have all the data filled in, and now the data is ready for analysis. We want to make get some information out of this data. And if we are to get this information, now we have to go to the part of analysis. We have entered the data, and we've got it. We have entered the data. Now you can see I'm not using the string, but I'm using the numerals. And that's why in our data variable, or when it came to type, I was putting in the numeric. I was not putting in the string. When you go there, you will get, when you get the dialog box that comes there, the dialog box asks you whether you want to put in the data in numeric form or in comma or a scientific notation or custom currency or a string. The string part is where the data is typed in with characters like you want to type a word. But in this case, we are only using the numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were able to choose that part of we checked that part of the box so that we did not be able to type in another type. And that's why when it comes down to entering the data, you have seen we are entering 1, 2, 3, those numerals. Now, when we analyze, when we start our analysis of the data, go up there where we have that the pattern for analyze. Then when you click on it at the top menu, when you click on it, there is a drop down menu that is going to come, and you can see it has so many things. We have reports, we have descriptive statistics, tables, compare means, general models, generalized linear models, mixed models, correlate, regression, log linear, neutral networks, classify, the dimension reduction scale, and all that. But I don't want to go to so details about all these things that are appearing here. We are going to descriptive statistics. When you put your cursor over it, then another dialog box appears. This dialog box brings frequencies, descriptives, explore cross-path types, ratios, PP plots, and QQ plots. Then I want us to go to, we're not going to go to so many of those, because we want the tables. We want to get the frequency tables. We are going to frequencies. We go to frequencies and then you click on it. You click on frequencies. When you click on frequencies, there is a dialog box that is going to appear, like the one that is appearing on our screen here. The dialog box appears like the one that is appearing on our screen here. Then we have all the variables we entered. We have the gender, we have the age, we have teaching experience, we have the location, and we have all the other variables that we have entered in these. So the variable, now we want to analyze these variables. We want to get the frequency tables for these variables. We have to transfer them from the current box to the empty box that is appearing on our right. So we click on the variable like the one I've clicked on, then we transfer it on that other part. Then if we also have age, we click on it and we use this transfer pattern that is appearing in the middle here. We click on it so that we're able to transfer our variable. Then we go on this one also and we click on it. When we click on it, this part of transfer, the arrow that is appearing in the middle becomes active. Then we are able to click on it to transfer that variable. Then also we have school location. The school location also, when you do that, the variable becomes active, and then the icon becomes active. Then we are able to transfer it. I can also group all these variables, click on all of them, and I'm able to transfer them at a go. I'm able to transfer them at a go. You see what I've done? I was able to just select them, all of them, and then I was able to click on the icon that is appearing in the middle so that I'm able to transfer all the variables at once. But I want to deal with one variable at a go. I don't want to deal with all the variables at a go because I want us to go one by one so that we'll be able to understand what is happening here. Here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have all these variables go back. Then I remain with the first variable with gender. And on these, I'll want to have the frequency tables being generated. And also at this point, I can also command the program to draw for me the charts. So I go to the charts here. And when I got the charts, there are several charts that another dialog box that comes with the several charts. And on these charts, we have none, bar charts, pie charts, and histogram. I want the program to give me the pie charts, the pie charts, bar charts. Then I select that cycle that is closer to pie charts. Then I say continue. Then I'll say okay. Then the program will run. And when it runs, it will open another dialog box. On this dialog box, we will have a frequency table that will come there. So I want to bring the dialog box that has been presented here so that we can see the dialog box I'm talking about, the output box we are talking about that has been generated. So this is the dialog box that has been generated. What is your agenda? And we look at this dialog box. Look, here we have on my left, we have valid. Then we have the male. Then the frequency you see, the male have already been counted. The respondent of the male were 12, then female were 13, then others were 5. The total respondents were 30. Then also the program has calculated for you it has brought for us the percentage. So male were 40%, female were 43%, then others were 0.7%. 0.7%. Here, we have seen how all these things are, then we can be able to transfer this table from this program. So you just right click on it and copy. Right click on it and copy. Then open a Word document, because that's where you work from, MS Word document. And then when you have your Word document, when you have your Word document like the one I'm presenting on our screen, you just right click, left click, and then right click, and then paste. Then the table will be there. The table will be there for us to see. This table, as you can see, you can work on it so that you can be able now to give a narration of what is happening in this table. Then we go back. We're able to go back to our data on the SPSS. That's where we are. We have generated a table and we are able to transfer it to our document where you're working from. Then here, I want us to calculate. We want to use the SPSS to show us the mean, the measures of central tendency, or even the dispersion from the data. What we're going to do, we are going to go back to analyze. Then the descriptive statistics. Then here, let us have the descriptives. Then what you're going to have, what you're going to do here, we are going to transfer this professional development variable and all up to the last one there. We are going to transfer all of them at a go. Then we know we want the mean. We want the mean, the mode, and all that. That's measures of central tendencies. So let us go to analyze descriptive statistics. Let us come to frequencies here. Then we are going to transfer all those variables that are measuring the professional development here. Up to the end, I'm transferring all of them. They are there. Then come to the statistics. That up there, that is headed statistics. When you open it, you're going to have another dialog box coming in, and up there we have central tendencies. Central tendency, we have mean, check on mean, check on median, check on the mode, because those are the measures of central tendency. Then when it comes to dispersion, there are measures of dispersion. We have the standard deviation, check on it, also check on the variance. You can also check on the range, because those are measures of dispersion. And also when it comes to the distribution of the spread of our data, we can also check on the skewness, and also we can check on the kurtosis. Then we say continue. Then we say okay. Then there is a dialog box that is going to be generated for us. This dialog box, I'm bringing it over. That dialog box that has been given to us, that has been generated, let me bring it over. It's there. You can see it now. We have the mean. We have n representing all the number of n representing all the number of the respondents. But when it comes n, this n should be small n. Capital N means that we are dealing with the entire population. Means that we are dealing with the entire population. And in this case, we are not dealing with the entire population. We represent it with n that is small. I want to make this data have a bigger font, so that we are not straining at looking at what we are having. I want us to have a bigger font. So that when it comes to us, we are not straining. We are having it. And we are all able to see what is being presented here to us. So let us have it. Okay. The bond's going to take some time, please. We are going to struggle with this one here, N. Then we have the median. Then we have the mean. We have the mode. And you can see for every item here, the program has calculated for us the mean. Then we have another class for us to do the interpretation of all these. Thank you very much. You can continue with our exercise, which we have. And you know, it's going to be easy for you now, because you know how we have entered the data. You know, we have followed how we entered the data and how we are able to have our data analyzed in the SPSS program. Thank you. Let us meet next time.